I'm a library assistant here at the Maricopa Public Library. Today we're going to make a painting using bubble wrap. So for this craft, you're going to need a piece of canvas. This is just a canvas board, but you can use a regular stretch canvas or a canvas board on this one. You're going to need a variety of paints. The black is going to be for the background, so you want to take your canvas board. Sometimes you can find canvas that is already painted black. I know Michael's and Hobby Lobby sells canvas like that. You do pay a little bit extra for it, but if you don't want to paint it, that's one step easier. So we had black paint, yellow, white, blue, green. For some reason I have two blacks, another green, and just a different shade, because when you're going to do the leaves you just want a variation of greens, and I picked a orange. You're also going to need Q-tips, and the Q-tips we're using to highlight the little puddles on the hydrangea. A variety of brushes, just to brush on your paint and doing your leaves. I had a Sharpie marker and some round, different sizes of a round item to make my circles out of bubble wrap. So all I did was take an item and drew my circle, and you don't want them all the same size. That's why I have three different containers. And then all I did was take I tried with scissors, but it was a little bit hard, so I took a X-Acto knife, and you just want to cut around. I just cut around on the inside of the circle, and you want to apply a little bit of pressure, but you want to also make sure you have some kind of protective coating underneath your bubble wrap so you don't scratch up your table. But see how easy that cuts? And it takes just a couple minutes to cut out all three of them. Once they're cut out, they're gonna look like this. So I have three different circles. You're also gonna need a paper plate. I used it as a palette, and newspaper. So for purposes, I already have my canvas painted black, and all I did was start with your big circle of bubble wrap. Just squirted some on a paper plate. So I'm going to put all three of my colors on there. And then I'm going to put some white on here too, because I'm going to use the white to add the color to highlight the flowers on the hydrangeas. So in this first one, all you do is you make sure your bubble side is up, and you're just painting the paint all over your circle. And you want it on kind of thick so it shows up on your black canvas. You could leave the canvas white or a different color, whatever color you would want to paint it. I'm just using the bottom of a brush to keep that still while I paint. You could also wear gloves if you don't want paint all over your hands. This is a little messy, but it is fun. Once it's all painted, you're gonna just pick it up and you're gonna place it on your canvas. It doesn't really matter where, how. So I'm going to put this one right in the center, and you want to press down a little bit so that you get your image on there. And then you just want to gently peel it off. I'm going to set that right over there, and then I'm going to start with the orange. So this next one is going to be the second smallest. Kind of put it off to the side a little bit. You are going to overlap both colors. And then you're going to press down on it gently. Make sure you get the edges. And then you're just going to peel it up. And then on our last one, we're going to use the yellow. You want to offset it a little bit. And just make sure you get the edges tapped down. And then peel it up. So at this point, this is where I would take my Q-tips and my white paint and just start highlighting a little bit. And if it's too white, you can also mix it in with the color you're using. So you can mix a little white with a little blue to kind of lighten it up. So it's not so stark and you're blending it in with the Q-tip. You will need quite a few Q-tips for this because your Q-tip will kind of flatten out from doing it. And I'll do the other colors so you can see how that turns out. So I'm going to do a little bit orange with white. And you just want to dab it. That one I kind of got the blue mixed in. And sometimes that happens since the colors are kind of close together. And then I'll show you this part took me the longest, just to highlight adding the white to it. So once you're done highlighting, I know this isn't finished, then you can start on your leaves. I'm not an artist, so I did my best on my leaves. So all I did was mix some green, I had 2 shades of green and some white. You can use other colors, like maybe a little bit of yellow. I think I used a little bit of yellow, and if you had brown or whatnot. And then I've had some round brushes, so I just mixed a little bit of the dark green with a little bit of the light green. And then you want to draw your stem. And it's hard to do it upside down, but then your leaves. I went kind of crazy on the sample, but as you can see, you can do anything with the leaves you want. I kind of like it simple. I don't know why I didn't do it on that, but that's the craft, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.